Hey, it's Fear. I just want to let you know the episode of FEARCast you're about to listen to is from season 1, so it's old and the material might not be relevant. The conversation's still good, but the band may or may not be still together. The person making movies might not be doing it anymore. But just in case, I wanted to put it out there so you guys can check it out. And also Google the bands, see if anybody's still around. And if you hear music you like, there you go. Also check out any of the movies mentioned, because movies are always still around. Well, I guess unless they pull them away. Anyway, it's an older episode, but a good episode, so I wanted to put it out. Stay tuned, nftfyb.com for everything new. And I hope you come back and enjoy season 2. We're getting some new guests and getting this thing going. So check out the other podcasts, Talk Life Pod, A and Way, and of course, FEARCast. So run along, kiddies. Are you ready? Welcome to FEARCast, everybody. I'm your host, Fear Innes. And fuck a case of the Mondays. You got a case of FEARCast, man. Get it in ya. Today, my guest, with much honor, is the one and only James Allen McCuen. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
So good. This is great to get to talk to you. You're the Blair Witch movie drops tonight.
Yeah. It's kind of. That's more terrifying than the movie to me.
No, absolutely, man. Now, before we jump into it, were you a fan of the series before you landed the role?
I wish I was. I wasn't so much. I kind of grew up as a huge wimp. So that was it was something I was definitely familiar with. I mean, how do you not know about the Blair Witch Project? But it was definitely something I actively avoided growing up just because I'm such a humongous wuss. So no, this was completely new to me.
That's pretty interesting. So you're not a big fan of horror? You just kind of fell into it?
Now I am. I got more into horror movies and such when we were done with the movie because I wanted to figure out what kind of world I had stumbled into. And I had been in the TV show The Walking Dead. So I had kind of a very general idea, but I just kind of made a mission in the last year to really understand the genre and stuff. But yeah, I didn't want to watch the movie with honestly, it felt like a smarter decision to not watch a bunch of horror movies before getting into shooting the movie because I never wanted the performance to feel like I was kind of aiming for some kind of trope or something like that. So, I just now kind of have a very general knowledge of it.
That's actually probably a pretty good way to do it because it's going to be fresh and not familiar to you. So you can kind of live it as you go. And then, yeah, that's awesome that you'd become a fan afterwards.
Yeah, it's cool.
Now, I did see an interview going back to The Walking Dead from, I think it was Walker Stalker Con.
Mm-hmm.
When you got into that world, were you prepared? Because, I mean, The Walking Dead, man, there's some diehards that just love the shit out of that.
Oh, yeah. Very much.
So, I mean, how crazy do you feel like, it might not happen yet, but do you feel like the horror community has kind of embraced you?
That's actually, it's tricky because, first of all, the horror community is, they're probably the most passionate fan base ever because I feel like a lot of people who, are sort of kind of outcast, I guess, tend to fall into horror movies and they get really passionate about it because they feel like it's something that's theirs. It's a smaller fan base. And so it's something that people can really take ownership of. And so they're really passionate. And when it comes to the Blair Witch Project, I think people were really protective of it from the beginning. And we're in a climate of like, reboots and remakes and sequels and reboot-quels and whatnot. And so people are, in the general public, are immediately protective because of that reason, because they're worried it's going to be like a big Hollywood cash grab or something like that instead of some kind of passion project like the original was. But also the horror community being so protective, even without all that stuff, it was really scary to kind of jump into this world and do everybody justice. But I think genuine horror fans really love the movie. I honestly do.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna hopefully go see it tonight.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Jumping into it, originally it wasn't being marketed as a Blair Witch movie.
Yeah, and I think that was a really clever decision because of the climate right now with people's opinions of remakes and whatnot. Not that this is a remake. I want to put it out there for people who don't know yet. It is a sequel. It is a proper sequel to the original Blair Witch. Not so much to the Book of Shadows, but to the original Blair Witch Project. It is a direct sequel from that.
That's okay. A lot of us don't count the Book of Shadows.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. So, I mean, and so that's what I really loved about it. So when the Blair Witch Project came out, 99, internet was relatively new for a lot of folks, and they were able to spin it in a way that just kind of shattered everything for people. So forward ahead, now we're in 2016. What do you do to get that same sort of reaction? Well, you come out and you say, it's called The Woods. Mm-hmm. And then you wait until the proper moment and you pull the switch. Holy shit, it's Blair Witch.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, because when I saw the trailer that was being passed around for The Woods, I was like, it looks good, but I feel like they're not showing us everything.
Yeah, dude, I'm a huge fan of that first trailer. I honestly think that's the best one we put out. It was so subtle and gorgeous, and it was a really interesting thing to watch, knowing the secret, because most of the footage that's in that trailer is actually like stock footage. It's not. they were trying to pull one over on everybody, and I think that was super clever. And yeah, the response was pretty meh when it came out. And I think the only people who were really excited were fans of Adam and Simon, the director and writer.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing in the entire world was taking it to Comic-Con, because the fans that were there are, first of all, either really genuine horror fans or they're deep-seated Adam Wingard fans or Simon Barrett fans. And so they were going, just for the most part, to just kind of see the new project by them. It was really special to kind of see, because there's no title card for the movie. Right. It didn't say, you're about to see Blair Witch. It just says this footage was found in Burkittsville, Maryland in 2014. And diehard fans kind of got an idea when that showed up. Nice. But if you aren't super familiar with this and you weren't expecting a Blair Witch movie, you didn't find out until one of the characters says the words, "Do you believe in the legends of the Blair Witch?" And I'll never forget the crowd reaction from that. I wish the whole world could experience the movie like that, because they went in without any preconceived notions or without any sort of like vitriol about it. Because I think when people make sequels and stuff like this, they sort of have this like, well, yeah, we'll see if it's any good. I'll show you that. I can like a movie that's a sequel to an old classic, but this crowd they went in sight unseen, and that was super special.
Oh man, I am very jealous of that, because I think that would have been the best way to see it. Not that it's not going to be good now, but to go in and not know what's going to happen and have that sprung on you, I think I would shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I honestly feel like that's the best way. I mean, that's the best way to see any movie. Honestly, to never see a trailer, to never read a review, to just go into the movie without any idea about what it is. That should be the way that everybody sees movies. But unfortunately, we have to advertise because we want to get butts in seats. But
right,
yeah, there was a really special, unique, once in a lifetime opportunity that the people at Comic-Con experience, and I wish so bad that they had done more of that.
So after that leaked, man, my social media exploded. Everyone just lost it. They're like, "Oh my god, it's Blair Witch! It's going to be the sequel we've always been waiting for." I'm like, okay, let's calm down. So then the trailer came out, and I'm like, all right, you got me. I'm going to see it. This is going to happen.
I'm glad.
But so as secret wise, how far into this did you get before they decided to let you in on it?
Very far. It was actually kind of nuts. Like I don't know if you're familiar with the Slender Man video games.
Oh yeah.
But I actually read a safe draft of the script without it said nothing about Blair Witch in the script. And from the way that it was kind of written, I was like, is this a Slender Man movie? Because you got all these people kind of like trying to find something out in the woods, but it would have been a perfect motif for that. And so that's the idea I had getting into it. Oh, yeah. And so when they pulled us into an office, and that's what they did, they brought us, like, I booked the project. I signed all of the non-disclosure agreements. They had me drive all the way to Santa Monica to the Lionsgate headquarters or whatever it's called. They locked me in a room that was locked in a hallway, and they gave me a blood red script so that it couldn't be copied or anything. And they sat me in a room for like an hour and a half to read the thing by myself. Wes Robinson was even there at the same time I was reading it, and they wouldn't put us together. Oh, wow. And so they isolated us completely from the world. So I finished the script and they shooed me away. And I came back, I think 2 or 3 more times before Jason Constantine and Ida Cowan again locked me and Callie Hernandez in a room and broke the news to us. There were a lot of people, I think a good portion of Lionsgate Studios didn't know what it was. So it was very, very secretive.
Wow, that's incredible, man. That's so crazy to think that they set it up that way. But I guess you have to, right? Because it's such a big thing.
I mean, things get around on the internet now the smallest things get the biggest attention. And so it was a big trick to fool everybody. And I'm glad we did. And I hope that didn't alienate the audience, that we were kind of playing a trick on them. But yeah, I don't know. That was a really neat thing to be a part of.
So now when you had to keep it under wraps, like, was everybody, friends, family, no one was able to get any glimpses out of you?
Yeah, I had to be totally quiet about the entire thing. There's a story I have where I was talking to my sister while I was shooting the thing, and she was like, "What are you doing in Canada?" And I had to be like, "Oh, it's just this job I got." And I was kind of, later talking to her, and my brain got away from me. And I was like comparing. I had said something like, "Yeah, and in the first one, this happened, and we're doing this, and blah blah blah." And she was like, First what? You're doing what? Is this a sequel to something?" And I was like, "I gotta go," and I had to like hang up the phone. It was kind of funny to like. I had to completely turn my brain off and isolate it from everybody.
Oh wow,
which is that's kind of weird. Yeah.
Wait, who is this?
Yeah. No one. Bye. Don't tell anyone I talked to you.
Yeah, you don't know me. That's wild, man. So cool. Essentially, they knew you were working. They knew you were in Canada. Where in Canada were you?
We were in Vancouver. We stayed in a wonderful little town called Langley, which I fell in love with. I love Vancouver. Oh my God. I ate some of the best sushi I think exists. And I don't even like sushi. That's not the important part. But we were in Vancouver, very, very south, almost to the border of Washington, because we were looking for the most boring area of the woods. We would have loved to shoot in Maryland proper, in Burkittsville, where it was originally kind of done. But it's just, we had more shooting days up there, and it very closely resembled the woods over there. So it ended up working out to our advantage by a lot, because they're almost more claustrophobic. Like the woods are similar, but they're more dense, and it feels more hopeless when you're out there because there's just trees for endless miles. It's very intimidating. Even just, I'm pretending, but it's pretty easy to get lost in how freaky it is.
That's pretty cool, man. So yeah, I'm actually in Calgary, Alberta. And, so we venture over to BC all the time, and that's awesome. That's pretty cool that there's a Canadian connection there.
Yeah, I just adore Canada so much. I grew up in Georgia, and it actually reminded me a lot of Atlanta.
Wow, yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. I love Canada.
And so I was trying to figure out exactly kind of how it all started. You stumbled into acting by the sounds of it?
I did. Yeah. No, I started in high school, late in high school, actually. I wish that I had this kind of fire in my belly to be an actor when I was a kid, but I was super lucky to have, I was kind of raised to just enjoy whatever I was doing while I was doing it, and never really thought about the future until I had a counselor in school sit me down, and she was like looking over all of my history and was like, "What are you doing? Like, what's your plan?" And I had stumbled into elective class that was a drama class, and I had heard one of the other students was going to go to New York to be an actor, and so just to get her off my back, I said I'd be an actor. And it's kind of a weird sense of serendipity that I ended up doing that as it went on. But yeah, I was lost and had no direction, and found something that people encouraged me to do for the first time, and just slowly got into musical theater, and then from there TV, and now here we are. It was all an accident, but I'm the luckiest guy alive to get to do it, because this is the coolest job in the world.
Yeah, no doubt. That's pretty interesting. You've gone. You were on The Walking Dead. You were on Shameless, and now you're on The Blair Witch.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's crazy.
Things are just blowing up. That's awesome. So I did see a thing where you were talking about, you were big into video games. Are you still kind of big into video games?
Dude, you have no idea. Oh my God. Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, it's a Slender Man thing, because that's my brain is just centered around there. I didn't actually watch a lot of movies and stuff growing up. I'm now trying to catch up for the lost movies I could have watched as a child, but all I ever did was play The Legend of Zelda and eat potato chips. So that's all I still want to do. That's all I ever want to do, and I'm not working. It's great.
That sounds like a great life, man.
Oh man, yeah. No, I've been lucky. I get to play a lot of video games even still. I just love it.
So now are you a computer gamer, more of a console guy?
I do everything. I think my roots are kind of in Nintendo.
Nice.
Honestly, but I have everything. So I'm a diehard video game fan. I'm not loyal to one thing, you know. My Steam library is just as full of game.
Uh-oh. James?
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. All of a sudden you were gone. You were just talking about your Steam library.
I apologize. Sorry about that. It's just internet technology. But
we all are at the mercy of the internet.
Yeah. Aren't we? Yeah, no, I was just saying I have a Steam library just chock full of games that I don't play, but desperately want to, like everybody else. So I'm a huge dork, man.
That's awesome, man. I'm a Xbox One guy.
Nice. I got a PS4, so we're rivals.
Good. Yeah, that's it. Friendship over. Click.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Is there anything that like they've announced a ton of really awesome games coming out this fall? Is there anything that you're kind of looking forward to?
Oh my God, dude. The new Zelda game. I'm losing my mind about it.
It looks pretty freaking cool.
Oh, it's so cool. I have a lot to say about the Zelda series. That is my, I don't think I love many people in my life as much as I love the Legend of Zelda series. I've been replaying a lot of them. My girlfriend is she's a voice actress and is just recently getting into video games. And she's never played them growing up. And so it's so much fun to kind of show her my roots. And we've been steadily going through all of the games in the Zelda series, and it's cool to compare like their past with where they're going. And I know there's a lot of criticism about where they've kind of been lately, rightfully when it comes to Skyward Sword. But this new game really looks like it's coming back to basics and kind of doing a lot of really interesting new stuff. So I'm out of, I could talk for years about this. I'm so stoked. I am out of my mind about it.
That's awesome. I unfortunately never really got into Zelda enough. I was much more of like a fighting game kind of guy, playing a lot of Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, that sort of thing.
Yeah, those are the kind of games that I wish I got into. I recently got the new Mortal Kombat game, and it's a totally new language. I'm trying to learn it.
That's funny, man, because I'm on the other side where I'm like the first like role-playing game kind of deal that I've played in a long time was I just got done playing South Park Stick of Truth.
Oh, is that good?
Oh my God, it's so good.
I've heard that. I'm dying. I know they got the sequel coming out, Fractured Butthole. I'm so excited about it. I've been meaning to play that one.
It's like it's awesome in the way that like Trey Parker and Matt Stone didn't just hand it over and like make us a game. Like they were there the whole time building the story, and like it's South Park, so it's fucked. But at the same time, like it's just so funny, and actually it's just a really well put together game. So if you get a chance, give it a playthrough. You will, if you're a fan of South Park, you will not be sorry.
Oh, you just sold me. I remember playing the game that they had on the N64. Oh, what was it? It was so kind of crappy, but I loved it. I remember the main weapon was snowballs that had pee in them. But I adore Matt Stone and Trey Parker. I think they are probably two of the most creative and driven people in the entire industry. Like the way they make their show is unreal. I got to play that now. I've heard it was good.
Yeah, for sure. And then that's got me really excited for the Fractured Butthole, because they look like they just took it and they're like, you know what, let's just fucking hammer this out even better.
Yeah, that's what I appreciate about them, is that they don't do anything unless they really care about it, and it usually comes from a really genuine place that makes the work incredible. I mean, the Book of Mormon is one of the greatest musicals of all time now, and it's because they just cared about it and they were interested. And these are really talented guys. I think they're very underappreciated people.
I think that works for them though. Like, I think that's kind of where they want to be.
Yeah, exactly. And they got a great perspective on the industry, where it's just a medium for them to kind of produce stuff, and all of the big headed stuffed shirt stuff you see people kind of get really uppity about, they just kind of brush off. They're just here to make cool stuff and entertain people. And that is the right attitude to have.
Well, and it almost feels like they were the first sort of YouTube content creators prior to their actually being a YouTube and stuff. Like, they're just there to put out whatever they want, and they've found the audience that digs it.
Yeah, and YouTube is another medium that I'm obsessed with. I find that to be the most creative medium that's out there right now, and I think it's because it comes from a place of unfiltered personal creativity. It's not motivated. A lot of the time, it's not motivated by money or like attention. People just make stuff because they want to, and it's created a new forms of entertainment. I mean, you look at channels like H3H3 and Let's Players like Game Grumps or Oni Plays. I've really gotten into, and Markiplier. Like these are people who created a genre of entertainment. It's incredible.
No, absolutely. And we dabble on there a little bit, but I'll walk in and my son will be watching like a kid's birthday party from somewhere in the States. I'm like, what are you doing?
Whoa.
He's like, I just want to see what the kid's doing. I'm like, that's mind blowing. Like, cause it's this ability to be so in depth with people you don't even know. It's like this next level shit that I don't think even we get yet.
It's really opened my mind to entertainment as a whole. Like, I don't think that a lot of people understand why people watch the YouTube videos they watch. Like there's unboxing videos. That's the big enigma to me. It's one of the biggest things on YouTube right now. I mean, you have Unbox Therapy. It's one of the biggest channels out there. And it's confusing to me, but I think at the end of the day, people just like to watch other people do stuff. Like, we're just fascinated with ourselves as creatures. And so it's amazingly interesting to see what people are doing out there. It's incredible.
I totally agree. Like, one of my favorite things to do is just to people watch. And so essentially this is kind of like being able to watch people at all hours of the day, anytime you want. But like recently we just came back we did like a podcast convention down in Las Vegas, and I spent the majority of my time just watching the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the weird. We are a weird species.
Yeah. I mean, we're just fascinated with stuff that reminds us of ourselves too. I just watched this documentary called Shut Up, Little Man. And if you haven't seen that, go see it. It's probably one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. It's so interesting. And it's about these two guys that moved in next door to these other two guys who are old and angry and drunk and would just shout the most demeaning, deplorable things at each other at all hours of the night. And they ended up recording them while they were complaining. And they made CDs and tapes that were just volumes wide of these guys just saying the most racist, awful things to each other. And it became viral before viral things happened. Like they made these tapes that circulated the world and turned into this phenomenon. And it's so weird because there's nothing conventional about it. It's just two guys shouting at each other. And I think that's like the perfect exploration of our fascination with just humanity, and that's the same interest that carries over into YouTube. Like we just love seeing people talk and hearing their opinions. And it's why people like Philip DeFranco and PewDiePie are so humongous. It's because their content is just them presenting themselves in the most genuine way they know how. And it's uncensored. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, no, it's been amazing. And like, I'll go on. I call it falling down the rabbit hole because essentially if you jump on for anything for YouTube I'm just going to be on for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're going to log in an hour or so. And that's at a minimum because after you're done, it's going to be like, hey, you like this? You want to try this one? Well, of course I do, YouTube. Keep going.
Yeah. No, me and Kelly Hernandez do that all the time. We're always talking about weird YouTube videos we're watching. I remember when we were filming the movie, actually, she was like, you have to look up videos of spiders fighting. and I was like, Callie, you're out of your mind. And I Googled it and I spent 4 hours watching spiders fight each other. And it's mostly just like rednecks who like find spiders in their backyard who are like, let's put them in a jar and see what happens. And it somehow became really relatable. I don't know what that was. It might have just been because the movie we were filming, but like it felt like I could connect to these two spiders fighting. It was super weird. Like the brain just kind of loves strange, unfiltered content like that. It's so odd. But I spent way too much time doing that kind of thing.
James, what's fucked up is I've watched all those too.
No way.
Yeah.
You mean, yeah. It's so interesting. And it's like, what would happen if you put a brown recluse next to a black widow? Who knows? You know?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And there's like a whole bunch of these different people that pin different insects against each other.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I'll watch it for hours. Like it's so weird.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is it's like a big metaphor for our political environment right now.
Exactly. Just constant fighting.
Yeah, in a jar, just like the two most venomous creatures all stacked against each other.
Just rolled into one. Get at it.
Yeah. It's interesting. And the funny thing is they often just both die. So we'll see what happens with our political world. Yeah. Metaphors. No, it's a weird thing. And I'm fascinated with the fascination of it. I love people.
Me too. And that's actually a big reason kind of we started doing podcasts is originally it was just like the three of us kind of sitting down and we always have the most bizarre conversations. So one day we were just like, what if we record this and just put it out? Maybe somebody will listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt it. But we started putting it out. And so, 3 years later, 209 episodes, and we have tons of people that are following us and just reaching out about different things. And it's the most I'm talking to you right now. That it blows my mind.
I know. Congratulations, man. Like that's just podcasts are another really cool medium that I think goes really underappreciated. And you have like artisans at it, people who are really, really good at it, like yourselves or like Nerdist. Like Chris is just such an amazing conversationalist.
Oh yeah.
And it's just people talking. It's just like, you see interviews with people that last 7 minutes at most. Like I did a talk show yesterday and I was so itchy to like say more, but I had to make sure everything I said was as short and concise and pointed as possible. And then it just felt like we were depriving the world of genuine conversation a lot of the time. And I don't know, podcasts are just unadulterated talking. I think that's really cool.
Thanks, man. And I appreciate that. And that's the way that I've always felt. Like conversation's an art. It's you go back and forth and you share ideas. And the one thing that I really love about podcasting is we've touched upon a whole bunch of different things. You're not just a one-dimensional person. Like there's tons of things that you're into. We've already talked about video games. Like it's just the ability to talk to somebody about anything. Like spiders fighting on the internet, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's the kind of shit. That's the reason I love doing this, because I get to talk to amazing people, but I get to pick their brains about stuff that they might not be able to say on any other forum. Yeah,
man. I really appreciate this kind of thing a lot because, like you said, sometimes promoting stuff feels really sterile and people have like a bullshit radar when they can sense they're being sold to,
Yeah.
And I think brains turn off a lot of the time when they hear like, go see this movie because blah, blah, blah. And really the reason you should see this movie is because it's created by really cool people and it's a reflection of their personalities. And it's stuff like this that kind of expands on that. You don't really get that in really short interviews or like newspaper articles or blogs or whatever. Like this is a really special, cool thing that I wish people did more of.
No, that's awesome, man. Yeah, because a lot of times, like even I was doing a little bit of research, just kind of looking online for other interviews you've done. And some of it's like, okay, quick, tell us in 4 minutes why this is good. All right, next. On to the next.
Yeah, exactly. We were in Toronto for the Toronto International Film Festival this last weekend. And it was like we were going from one room to the next trying to talk about this stuff. And they're not looking for the personality aspect of it. Like I got really good at making a pill form of why this movie's cool. And it doesn't do it justice. Like it's just it's a shame that people are missing out on the like personality part of all this stuff. We're in a soundbite culture right now where people just want to get that one part of one sentence that sounds cool and will look good in a headline or in a tweet or whatever. And I think it's doing a disjustice to this personality that every person has and needs to be explored.
Exactly. We've lost sight of the fact that it's people.
Yeah. Yeah, because people are cool. And like we said, like YouTube, it's like we're fascinated by just what makes everybody weird. And, you know, celebrities aren't any different. Like we're all burping, farting, sneezing creatures of normal caliber like everybody else. It's just for some reason everybody likes to put them in these tiny boxes that don't actually have any substance. And that's a shame.
Hey, I'm with you, man. So what do you got going on now that the Blair Witch is going to be a big deal for the next little bit, but what's next for yourself?
Isn't that the question? I'm working on a lot of music right now. Actually, I'm about to go in and record my first album.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which I know it was like a weird thing. We're like, oh, the actor's trying to make music, but I've been playing music since before I was an actor. So it's really exciting to actually get to make stuff right now. It's going to be an EP. It'll be released later this year. It's going to be titled Damage Boost.
Nice.
And I'm really excited about that. I'm going into work on a video game soon. I can't say what it is.
Oh, shit.
But I'm so stoked on that. You have no idea.
Yeah, no doubt. That's like right in your wheelhouse.
It is. And it's mocap. Like that's such a dream. It's such a dream. It's I get to wear the suit and you know, I'm out of control. I'm so excited about it.
Dude, no doubt. Geek out. Yeah. Feel free. Like that's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I just love this job. It's so cool because of stuff like this.
Oh, that's so good, man. Now going back to the music stuff, what sort of like, can you tell us a little bit about what you got going on? Like what sort of genre it's going to be?
Yeah.
I'm assuming death metal, but
yeah, no, it's actually just me screaming into a pot for about 30 minutes at a time. Each track is me talking about socks at length. No, I'd say it's more like alternative. I think it kind of falls into which is the most vague genre, I think. But it's if you like Motion City Soundtrack or something corporate,
okay,
it's more along those lines, which are two of my favorite bands too. Andy Grammer, that kind of thing. It's just kind of more. It's melodic pseudo rock. I'm really excited about it. Just relaxing stuff.
No, that's awesome, man. When that happens, I'd love to have you back. Like. We're always looking to showcase people, especially cool people like you, man. Like clearly, you know what's up. You got a great sort of gig that you're doing. You're using it to do all these fun platforms. Those are the kind of people I like to promote.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. No, I don't know if the music's going to be any good, but I'm having a good time playing it, and that's important.
At the end of the day, fuck them. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
That's the best way to sell it. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, dude, there's been so many moments of that in the last because there's so many politics, right? Like you make a cool thing and you get really stoked about it, and I'm genuinely proud of this thing, and but there's always people who are going to try and bring that down, boil that down to something stupid and political, like how much money it's making, how people receive it, or whatever. But like, who cares, man? Like it's just fuck it. It's just enjoying the process of making stuff is the important part.
Well, that's part of the problem, man, is it's art. And at some point it became corporate art where they give a shit about the end totals and not the actual result of the art or the film or the music or the painting, or it's all, well, it cost this much, made this much, it didn't do that good. Well, fuck you. If it was great, then it was great.
Yeah. And that's the shitty thing, is that I've been a part of so many small things that are just genuinely amazing, but like wouldn't sell because they're not marketable or whatever. And it's like, oh my God, how many uncontrollably talented, beautiful people out there exist who are trying to make things but aren't selling them because they don't fit into whatever category a man in a high tower doesn't feel like is marketable. Like, oh my God, I have so many friends. I have so many friends who are unbelievably talented and who are so passionate and who are making things and are dying to share them with the world, but aren't getting any attention. And it's a damn shame, because people are looking for what's going to fit in the headline or what's going to fit in the tweet or something. And I almost feel guilty like getting work. But it's a weird format, and it's I wish that's why I like YouTube. People are getting attention for just being good. And it's not some kind of marketing thing. It's just them putting out stuff that they love. And a lot of the time it's like, fuck it. Who cares if anyone watches it? We just like doing this. So we're going to do it. And that's how this stuff starts. I wish the whole, and it's a shame because you see YouTube kind of not liking that, because YouTube's getting into marketing this stuff too. And so you see YouTube censoring people who are not marketable or whatever. And it's a huge murder to some really interesting creative stuff and some really talented people.
No, and that's what I agree to, man. Like YouTube originally was a big sort of, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm not going to worry about what I need to pitch to or what. If I just fucking make the content I want, I can put it here and then people dig it or not dig it. And yeah, and that's sort of become askew as we go. But I mean, in due time, it would. Like eventually someone's got to jump on the machine, right?
Yeah. I mean, it all makes sense. It's not something you can fault, because when you look at it, it's like people got to feed their kids. And I totally get the whole aspect of needing to put dollar signs on stuff like this. But man, the amount of people who are brushed aside because they're not making money is disgusting. And the more I get into the industry, the more frustrated I am by that. It's just it's not cool to see people get discouraged and leave a lot of the time, when it's because they're, oh, you're not the right race for this, or you're not the right, you're getting too old or something like that. People really get put in these boxes and sold. And even me, like I mean, and I'm the lucky, I'm unfortunately, it's unfortunate that I have to say I'm lucky for being born like a white male, but there is certainly a world that's kind of built around that I'm benefiting off of for the moment. And it's interesting to see for me to learn just how prejudiced it is for people who don't fit into these categories. But I'm also seeing the industry change, and I'm seeing people look at the world a little more open-mindedly. And it's a really impressive thing. And, that's a tricky subject to talk about without pissing people off. And I don't mean to do that, but I'm really impressed and proud of the industry for starting to adapt to the fact that the world isn't just beautiful white men or white women, or it's right. And there's all this other stuff that's starting to get a bigger audience. I think that's really cool. So hopefully one day we'll all meet in a place where only the most talented people are getting attention for their good work instead of the most marketable. I think it's happening. It's slowly happening, but it's working.
I totally agree, man. I think you did a fantastic job of tiptoeing through the landmines that is that subject, because unfortunately it is riddled with them. But I do agree. I think we are seeing the changes. It's going to be a while before we can finally all be where it should have been, because the world hates fucking change. And the only way to get it to change is to pull it by the hair, kicking and screaming into the future that it should have been this whole time. But that sort of shit aside, man, any friends of yours that you feel aren't getting any sort of recognition, man, send them my way, because I will pimp them out any way that I can, because I think we have to get to a point where we are supporting people that we appreciate, and we're not just sitting around making stupid people famous.
I appreciate that, man. I certainly will. It's great to see that there are people out there fighting the good fight.
We do what I can from behind the keyboard.
Yeah. Oh no, exactly. I feel that.
But no, that's been amazing, man. And thanks for taking the time to chat with me today.
Dude, thank you. This has been really, really cool. It's been nice to kind of stretch my legs with actual conversation instead of being like, you should see the Blair Witch Project because it's scary and fun. It's like,
no, exactly. And that's what I wanted. That's anytime I have anybody on to do any interviews, like we'll hit the points that we have to do because we're in the entertainment industry. But at the end of the day, man, I want to get to know you. I want to find out what you're into. And I think that's why these shows do so well, is because your fans are going to want to hear more about you and what you're actually into. Because I know, like when I was young and I was in a band and I played different shows and this and that, people always wanted to know the other side of the stuff. They love the music, they love the stuff, but they want to know kind of what's inside what you're doing.
Yeah.
And this gives you that kind of that platform to really shine as the human you are, not just the guy that's the lead in the Blair Witch.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, this is really special. I really appreciate all the cool, like genuine conversation and stuff here.
That's what I do, man. But no, that's awesome. And yeah, when your next project or when that music happens, man, I would love to hear it. I'd love to get you back on and shoot the shit some more.
Yeah, dude, I'd love that. I'll definitely hit you up.
Thanks, man. Well, how about you tell everybody kind of where they can find you, and then we'll lead out from there.
Oh, yeah. So if you like me talking about fart jokes and whatnot, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JAllenMC. So JALLENMC. And that's both Instagram and Twitter. And me and my buddy just started a YouTube thing where we're actually just playing video games and being jerks to each other. And that's called Super Stopgap. So we'll be putting, just little creative stuff we want to create on there. But yeah, and this fall I'll be doing the album. It's going to be under my name, just James Allen McCuen, and the album title will be Damage Boost. So look for that on Bandcamp and iTunes and stuff later this year.
Hell yeah, man. And so once we're done here, hit me with all the details so I can put it in the web post. Dude, this has been awesome. Thanks again so much.
Dude, it's such a pleasure. Keep it up, man. I really appreciate you having me.
Thanks. All right. See you later, man.
All right. Take care, brother.
See ya. That was fucking awesome. Talking with James Allen McCuen. The dude, he seems so cool. I'm hoping we can do more. If you haven't seen the Blair Witch, it's going to drop tonight. This will drop Monday, so it'll be out for the weekend. Hopefully you got to see it over the weekend. I'm hoping to see it. Let me know what you think. Hit me up, fear@fyfcpodcast.com. You can hit me on Twitter at FYFCpodcast, and let's chat about all things horror, about James, about the Blair Witch. And I look forward to see what else James comes out with. Dude seems super creative and super into some shit. If you ever want to give us a call, you can call 401-552-3932, which is 401-552-FYFC. If you like what we do, you can jump over to patreon.com/FYFC podcast, where we've got a little thing going. You can sign up for $1. You get a bonus pod every month as well. There's different tiers. You can find different things that you like and support the show from there. We're always looking to make this bigger and better for you. We're looking at updating the Northern Studio, which is where I normally do FEARCast from. And personally, I feel like the audio lacks, so we're going to look into getting that a little bit better. All because of you, all because of the people that are supporting the show. You can jump over to fyfcpodcast.com, man. That's got everything. It's got links to our social media as well as blog posts. Everything that we just talked about will be inside of there, as well as links to all James's stuff, as well as anybody else's that we interview. You can also get the FYFC tee, baby. You can get that t-shirt. We got a couple of different options, and it goes on sale from time to time. This will come out Monday, so you would have missed the sale that just happened. But fret not. The people that we work through put it on every couple of weeks. So if you're holding out, don't worry, you're going to get yourself some awesome swag. In the meantime, thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for jumping on to rate us or subscribe or any of that good stuff, whether it be on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, or YouTube. In the meantime, Run along, kid.
Hey guys, it's Fear from FYFC Studios. I really hope you're enjoying Talk Life, FEARCast, or A&Way. Plus, there's always lots of entertainment over on our website. Because I'm a cannabis advocate and often forget things, I wanted to make a little bumper to get you fine folks to head over to nftfyb.com. No fucking time for your bullshit. That's how we do. Again, that's www.nftfyb.com. Feel free to reach out on any social media. We're always looking for cool people to talk to, get somebody else's opinion on something, crazy stories you see in the news that you'd love to see us react to. Look, we'll probably never be consistent, but we'll always be entertaining. Thank you for listening one last time, nftfyb.com.